So I got the ball rolling in, like so. I just need to do the squash and stretch stuff to get that complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this center one here and basically just animate it, squashing and stretching. Now if you look, you can see that first one, this is where it first squashes, which is on 135 it looks like. So I'm going to do is take my squash and I'm going to squash it down here. And I'm going to make it pretty squishy actually because it's animate-y. So I'll hit key, S to key. Then we're going to do a stretch. And I'm going to do one frame after. I'm going to do a stretch. Like so. And we'll key that. And then one frame after that, I'm going to zero it out. And I will hit S on that. So it's boom, boom. But I'm going to go one before this and type in point. We'll do 0.2. And then we'll go 2 before that, and I'm going to type in 0. So boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to make it so it goes stretch, and then stretch holds for like 2 until it comes back. And go ahead and make this 0.2. Boom. And then I got to wait for the next squash, which is at 145. Take this and we'll do minus 0.1. I'm going to go one frame before, and we'll do 0.05, which we'll do 0.1. That's fine. And I'm going to go one after and also do a stretch of 0.1. And then I'm going to go 2 before and type in 0, and 2 after and type in 0. So basically, it'll be a squash, and it squashes again here. So we'll do squash. We'll do minus 0.1. What did I do for this one? Oh, we did minus 0.1 for that one. So we'll do minus 0.05. So it's just a touch. Go one before, and we'll do minus 0.01. So it's just a touch. And we'll do one after, 0.1 or 0.01, which actually on this one I kind of messed it up because I did negative. It should be just 0.01. Then we'll go 2 before, type in 0, and 2 after, and type in 0. Okay. Boom, and I like that. All right. So let's just see over here. I'm going to leave it like that. That's fine. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do the C, which for this I have this here. So let's see. That one comes in and it ends right about, we'll say 195. Okay, this part in here. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and key it here. I'm going to move it where I want though. So we're going to put it over here. So if you look, see how it's kind of like getting weirdly stretched? It's because of the envelope. So what I need to do is select this, see if I can find. Alright, so I'm going to go to Windows, Hypergraph Hierarchy, and this is the C, so I need the C, the curve wire that's on it. Or actually, I'm sorry, I need the mesh. I'm going to go to the wire here, and you see where it says drop-off distance? Change that to like 5. And that will clean that up. Basically what happens is that from the origin, however far off it goes, it will stop working so much. But if I do 5, that's good enough. Okay, so I just changed the drop-off distance of that. Alright, so where am I? Okay, and I need to extend this to be more, so let's type in 300. Alright, and then we'll start this at like 195. Alright, and what I'm going to do is actually have it come from this direction, because I think that might be kind of neat. So I'm going to key it there. Then I'm going to have it slide in, we'll say, oops, sorry, I'm just going to adjust this one, like so. So it's going to start here, slide in, and then I'm going to have it do like a backflip onto the other side. So I'll just go to here, and go up, and key, and I'm going to go then down to here and key. Okay, So as far as this thing's concerned, it's just going to look like it jumps over, but I'm going to make it actually spin. I'm just going to go ahead and adjust the curve here. So I'm going to select the translate Y. I'm going to hit F to frame it. I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to go ahead and make those linear. I'm also going to break their tangents, and I'm going to bell out this curve like so. Okay. This way, when it comes across, it kind of hovers. It's like boop, and it pops up. Okay. All right. Looking at this, I think it does not need to take so long. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these two and pull it this way. And then grab this one and pull it this way. So it happens a little bit faster. That's a little bit better. Okay. And I'm going to hit F to frame again. Oops. With nothing selected, F to frame. All right. And this looks like it needs to move over one. We'll just move this over one. It looks a little bit off. Okay, good. Now we got a nice little bell. Make sure it's belled nicer. Okay. My translate X, which is this way movement. I'm going to F to frame. And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking what will actually happen. I'm going to have it come in full speed. I'm actually going to have it kind of slow down here. So it's going to go. So as it goes, I'm going to have it slow down. And then when it goes to jump, I'm going to go ahead and break this tangent. I'm going to have it immediately like pop up with speed here. And then we don't need this one, so I can get rid of that. Like that. So this was kind of a weird curve, but so you can see it's going to go in, it's going to kind of slow down slightly. So it's going to go boom, slow down, and then pop up, and then over. That's what I wanted. All right. So that's cool. Good. So now I'm just going to work on the other parts to make it look like it's doing a backflip. So to do that, actually, I am going to, that's E, so it's my rotate Z. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and, so I want to be straight, and then from this one over, I'm going to delete these keys. So I'm going to have it do is as it goes, oops, let's see, so from here, I'm going to have it spin completely around by the time it gets to here. So 1, like that. So basically 360 in my rotate Z. So basically it's going to, let's try this again. Boom. Okay. Which is pretty neat. And now what I'm going to do is basically use these to make the rest of it work. Okay. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to go ahead and select all of them. There's another one that's kind of down here. Okay. And I'm going to hit S. And right, so 205. So I'm going to have it like just before that actually look like it's going to go up a little bit. I'm going to anticipate this. Alright, and we'll take this one like this. And then at 205, I'm going to have it squashed down. Actually, let's have you kind of go up. Oops, not there. Here. Let's have you actually kind of go up. Take this and move this one up a little bit more too. Then at 205, I'm going to have it squashed down. We'll take this one, move it out a little bit, take this one, push it down a little bit, take this one, push it out this way a little bit. So it's womp, boom, and then when it pops out, I kind of got to do the opposite here, where I want to pull this up, and we'll take you, oops, take you, and then I got to hit 4 so I can find that other curve. I think it's this one. Yep, 5. Like this. I'm going to take this one and kind of have it go back. So it's boom. So this one. I'm not sure what's going on here. That's fine. Should be a little more squashed. Boom. Okay, so it's bump. And right at the apex here, I'm just going to go ahead and take this and make it even more kind of arched. Okay, so it's basically, I'm inverting it. So it looks like it's going boom. And then right here, actually we'll go to where it lands. I'm just going to go ahead and zero all these out. And this is the reason why you want to make sure all of you have nice clean controllers. So I'm going to take all of my translates and zero those out. So it goes boom. So you can see here though we have an issue where it's not this one here. Okay. Like so. Okay, that one's fine. So like this. So it goes womp. Boom. And actually, so one before, I'm actually going to make this kind of a stretch frame, just like we would do for a ball. Okay, so we're going to kind of go like that. Boom. And then here's actually, I'm going to select all the keys here, and I'm going to I'm going to hold shift, then right click, go copy. And then I'm going to go a couple over and paste. I'm going to go to this one and actually make this more of a squash. So I'm going to pull this a little bit this way. Take this one, I'm going to move it down. We'll take this one, we're going to move it down and over this way a touch. And this one we're going to move it down over this way. And the bottom actually we're going to have to move up just to help the squash. So it goes boom, boom. So it goes boom, boom. And I'm actually gonna, let's see, I'm gonna grab all the keys again, and I'm gonna hold shift click and I'm gonna drag it a little bit past, because I'm actually gonna have it go beyond, and we're gonna copy this, copy, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go paste, and this one's just gonna be kind of a stretch from the squash, just as like a reactionary thing. So push that in a little, push this one up and over a little, up and over. So it's boom. And then I'm going to go to one squash before. Oops. Undo that. I got to grab all of these. Alright, so I'm going to go to like one frame before it gets to almost good. So we're going to go right here. Squash. I'm going to hold the middle mouse button, click and drag. S, and then drag this back and S. So it should. I'm not a fan of the second little bounce. Let me get rid of this. I'm just going to right click and delete. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So, boom, boom. Good. Okay. And then, I will call that good, actually. So I made another thing here, the cone part, but I kind of don't care that much about it. It just has a bunch of different things on here that it can do, like a flare and all this other stuff, but I'm not gonna, see, like I have to change the sign amplitude, and then I can, you know, I'm not gonna worry too much about it right now. I'm just gonna keep that off. And we'll call that good. Now looking at my camera, I can see it's a little bit off, so I'm going to select my camera, and I'm going to click and drag across the translates, and I'm going to go ahead and unlock selected, and I'm going to move the camera over just to center this a little bit better, and I want to zero out this rotation. There we go. And that looks okay. So now I'm going to click and drag over these again, right click, and go ahead and lock selected, and we will preview it real fast to see what this looks like. Go across the entirety of it. Alright. So, boom, boom, and this thing bounces in, and that. There we go. Okay, and that's a basic thing. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and save this, and then the next thing I'll show you guys how to basically do a nice preview render.